Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome to stream. We're about to start up. I will let my let my fellow streamers out of the box in a moment. Hello, VFig. Welcome to chat. I am stretching. Thank you. All right. Looks like everything is running good. All right, let's let Moth and August out of the box. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
You won roulette.
You won.
Roulette.
You didn't say anything.
We weren't in the middle of anything.
Good job. That's impressive. You didn't say anything inappropriate.
Never have I ever done this before.
To be fair, you're usually on the other side of roulette.
No, I always say things inappropriate. This is my branding.
Quick, say something inappropriate so we can't take away your fucking
monkey butt.
Thank you, VFig. I made them louder. Let me know if any further adjustments.
You can make sure to show the Ascension screen.
Oop, you should be able to see it now. Oh, I do need to switch to it in the. There we go.
I'm not seeing it on the stream.
It should. Hang on. It was really cool because it was just where. Oh wait, there. I just needed to. It was working. There we go.
There we go.
Alrighty.
In my soul. Anyway, let's begin.
It's time. Let's get into it. One sec. Okay. Ascension time. So last time on Ascension, hello Haley, welcome to chat. We got all the way out of. Oh wait, no, we don't want to start from the beginning. Load.
And now we play roulette. Which of these?
Times.
No. That's cheating.
August, there's something wrong with you.
It's cheating to start from where we started off last time.
You gotta click them all
every time.
No, but you could just look at the time stamp on them.
No, you don't. You have to look at the screens you save on and assess based on the vibe.
August,
It's like a little memory game.
August, is this what you do during Easter?
Do you do this every time?
Yes.
I'm surprised we've never started on the wrong thing. I guess it's a testament to your memory. Oh, okay. I take it back then. However,
What's with the stained glass over here?
I think it looks like some like gay sailors on the stained
It
glass.
does look like some gay sailors.
The horizon glints with the shimmer of the horizon glints. I've been talking at work all day. The horizon.
Toy boat.
The horizon glints with the shimmer of the red aurora, but there are no more storms through the night. It passes uneventfully. In the early hours, the doctor is again the first to rise. She nudges the escort, their heads still buried in their arms. The escort groans. Is a deal a deal?
5 more minutes, please.
This whole time because I'm far too anxious to sleep.
Then yes, a deal's a deal. God.
With dark circles under their eyes, the escort pushes themselves up with dramatic lethargy. They reach into their pocket, grab their vaporizer, scrutinize it against the light. Running near empty. They rummage around in their pocket and find the fluid, squirt a small dose of it into the chamber. They glance around, making sure the other two aren't looking. The doctor and the scholar are both repacking their bags.
Can't have my cool new friends see me doing drugs.
I feel like she's done it in front of them before, or they've done it in front of them before.
Did she just get the scholar high like yesterday?
Don't worry about it.
More will be revealed. Distracted, at least for the moment. The escort adds 2 droplets of pure silver in. Oh, this is, yeah. Untainted by the world, unaltered by the hierarchy. They inhale, gently at first. Damn, that felt good. Their cells shift, refocus, shift again. They stand up.
Alright, let's head out.
Not even sharing their drugs with us.
I know.
Are you guys ready for the tunnels?
As ready as I'll ever be. Tangle plays in the distance. I'm worried, but this seems the best option.
The sooner we're on the other side, the better. The scholar picks up his bag and follows on behind the escort. The doctor takes up the rear, scanning behind them, watchful. Also, my apologies for misgendering the escort there for a sec.
It happens.
Sometimes I misgender myself.
I also occasionally misgender myself.
The escort grips on the metal handle and heaves. The door to the service tunnel grinds open, then shuts behind them. The 3 turn on their torches, their batteries barely draining past full in the zone's care. The air is still, stale. It smells of wet concrete.
Come on, it's this way.
The scholar follows on behind. His boots slip on the wet floor, but he just barely keeps his balance.
Get better boots.
Yeah, non-slick boots. He can't see past the
Cindy's
escort
over
as
the
the tunnel
lag.
closes in. Oh, thank you, Domo Fudge, for the follow. Welcome, welcome. His heart thuds. He should be claustrophobic. He is claustrophobic. His pace falters a little bit. He hears the doctor behind him. You're okay. You're doing great. And I mean that. Keep going. Just keep going. I've got your back.
Hey, friend.
The way the characters talk to each other makes me feel many things.
I was like total mood to be like sitting in a place and be like, wow, this would suck for someone who had claustrophobia. And then the horrible dawning realization that, oh shit, I have claustrophobia.
I'm the person with claustrophobia. That's me in public
Relatable.
transportation every day.
It's like what idiot would do this? Oh shit, that's my idiot.
Oh fuck, oh god. He keeps walking forward. The tunnels move, twist, and turn. The air is stifling. It feels suffocating. How long have they been going? It feels as if, like they're traipsing in circles.
Traipsing is such a good fucking word.
It really is. Seems no better than the surface world above. Moss and mold
That's
grow
why we don't have landmarks.
on the inside of the tunnel, sucking up so much psycho-silver that they glint in the torchlight. The Hi, how do you say this name?
Foucault.
Foucault?
It was Foucault.
The Foucault Geiger counter starts to crackle. First the escorts, then the scholars, then the doctors after him. He hears the escort curse under their breath.
Fuck. Oh.
Literally.
Shit, fuck, shit.
You're so in character.
Thank you, Domo Fudge. I am definitely enjoying the game so far. Are we enjoying the game so far?
Yes.
I think we have all successfully understood our characters.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should have expected this.
Worth the risk.
Are we sure? The fallout down here is high. It's super high.
Well, you know, get your
Wake up with a third eye high.
get your DNA unraveled a little bit. Wakes you up.
It was a fun and sexy time. We're closer to the exit than where we came in. Or at least I think we are.
Hmm.
Not. Oh no, I glitched out. Really not reassuring. The dosage here is seriously dangerous.
That's what they want you to believe.
We'll be exposed for longer if we head back. The more time we're in these tunnels at all, the worse it is. We should keep pushing forward.
I'm blaming you.
Well, I am a doctor. The scholar casts his torchlight down, seeing small rivulets of glittering silver in the water at his feet. His boots steam. His cells shift. His skin burns uncomfortably. Oh, content warning for body horror. His heart thuds.
Yes.
They approach a cascading drain, a hole between one tunnel and another, leading to the city sewers. Silver-stained water gushes out. The counters scream in protest.
Okay, I think we're here. The dry tunnel.
Named I presume. It's
Isn't it
literally a
scary?
waterfall.
It doesn't look very dry. Hey, it's a local joke.
And by local, they mean just themselves.
Yeah. Normally you gotta swim this bit.
Through the radioactive water.
Yeah.
That's really good for you, I
It's
hear.
a fun time. In retrospect, it's not that funny.
I'm going in. The doctor clambers through the hole, her coat and bag doused in burning water. She grunts, grits her teeth as she pushes up and through. Her face, her body is drenched. Her skin burns red. The scars on her arms prickle and sting. She swears, gasps, catches her breath. I'm through. I can help you guys up. Her Foucault Geiger counters alarms blare. She offers her arm down, hanging onto the side of the slippery concrete.
We got you. I'll go up after and catch you if you fall.
It's not the fall I'm worried about.
Maybe it should be.
It's too dangerous
well,
to
now
turn
I'm
back.
worried about it.
We need to go. The scholar closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and climbs up. The doctor's arm grips his, and she braces herself, pulling him up and back. His counter screams, his clothes burn, his face burns, his cells burn. The doctor stands as much as she can in front of the flow, shielding him from the downpour of fire. The blood starts to trickle down her arms as her scars tear open. The scholar feels the pain as the skin of his uncovered hand blisters. It burns, it burns, it burns, it burns. It fucking burns. He stumbles into the larger piping, his chest tightening as his lungs cough up dashes of silver. The escort clambers up through the tunnel, too. The doctor helps them in, but both their arms are slick with blood. The doctor looks down and sees the red starting to stain his trousers. Or the scholar looks down and sees the red starting to stain his trousers.
My God, he didn't say like fiddly. Fuck.
Good for him.
The scholar can say fuck.
The
Let the
character
scholar say
goes.
fuck.
Shit, there's still too much psycho silver runoff from the blowout. It should have washed away by now.
We have to keep going. The tunnel there leads straight to the city. We could be there in an hour. We could finish this. The doctor staggers, then collapses to the side. She vomits profusely into the water, spatters of blood and silver streaking through.
No fucking way. The fallout is too high, even for me. We leave these tunnels now. There's a grade 100 meters that way. We need to leave.
The scholar pulls the doctor up by the shoulders, steadying her, but she's too weak. She collapses down on her knees, blood oozing down her hands. She struggles to stand, muscles trembling. No, you can't. You can't do this. Not when we're so close.
Come on, damn it. Prof, grab her other side. We gotta get her out of here.
Fuck. Please. No.
If the doctor dies, I'm killing everyone in this room and then myself.
Yeah, accurate priorities. Together they haul the doctor up and out, half carrying, half dragging her to the sewer grating. They pull up and out and collapse on the grass in the daylight outside. The sky is dull, clouded, yet impossibly bright after so long in the dark. I wonder where this is. They fall into the...
I feel like I've been there.
Yeah, me too. They fall into the side of what remained of the highway, spiritually at least. The asphalt is cracked and broken, trees and roots reclaiming what was theirs. The last road to the city. They are still several miles away. The doctor staggers, then falls to her side and vomits again. Damn it, it was a straight run. We could have made it.
No. No, we couldn't. Nothing is ever straightforward. You'd have died.
Shit. Shitting hell fucking motherfucking shit.
What they said.
Thank you. This is on me. I'm sorry. The blowout runoff shouldn't last that long. The storms must be getting worse. I should have realized. We're out in the open here, but we need to rest.
The scholar finds shelter with the escort, or the scholar stays with the doctor.
I'm worried about the doctor.
Doctor time.
Yeah, I'd
To
also...
make sure she doesn't bleed out and die.
She seems to be in bad shape.
I'm gonna go and find shelter. I'll be faster on my own. It's still dangerous out here, though. The closer to the city, the worse it gets. If I'm not back before sunset, you're gonna need to go on without me.
God, we'll die on our own out here. You need to come back alive. Besides, I've grown to like you despite it all.
I like the cadence you give to the doctor.
Oh, thank you.
Aw, you're too kind, Doc. But those sound suspiciously like last words, and you don't get to die here.
If you leave me by myself, I will cry.
That's truly the most fearsome threat, I think. The doctor smiles through a grimace, blood still oozing from both arms.
Are you sure you want to go on your own? I don't know what to do.
Ain't got a choice, Nerd King. You already made it. And she's not gonna be safe on her own. We're not gonna be able to be that reckless again in the city. Everyone always chooses the doctor the first time they play.
Yeah.
For good fucking reason.
Listen, she's like bleeding out.
You didn't want her to die!
Also, she just feels like the main character in my heart. I know they're all the main character, but I think I got...
No, it's because you're voicing her.
And yeah, it's because I'm self-absorbed. No, it's because I got her ending the first time I played the game.
Oh, that's so valid. Ah, shit. I just hope this works out.
She'll be fine. Haley, I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah, Haley, once more, if the doctor dies, I'm killing everyone in this room and then myself. Really hope the zone protects me on this one. Ciao.
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 Ciao. The escort walks down the road toward the city, quickly but cautiously, until they can hardly see them through the trees. In the distance, the remnants of the city peek above the treetops. The doctor twists her body to look at them. The scholar kneels down beside her, grabbing the bandages from her bag. Oh, also, content warning this week. I forgot about the body horror until just now, but there's also a sex scene, if I remember correctly, in this part of the game. So that's why the stream is marked 18+ today. There's no visuals, if I remember correctly. It's just
everyone is going through hell. They do deserve to bang.
Yeah.
They do.
He searches her medicine
Good
pack
for
for chelation agents, anything to take away her sickness. There aren't any. They must have fallen into the sewer stream below. Imagine if I'm misremembering and I made that up completely, though. Without anything else to use, he sets to work bandaging her up. His work is imprecise but effective. The bleeding stops, at least. She looks pale. Ugh. Fuck. We got so fucking close. I'm gonna fall here. The end is still in sight. The irony.
Oh, cool. Haley is confirming that there's a sex scene later with body horror elements.
Yay! I'm so excited.
The sex scene has the body horror? Oh, yes!
Seconding August.
August isn't a candy star. The irony is so bitter. I can taste it. Tastes like blood and acid.
And body horror and sex.
God.
August, you should read... this is kind of a digression, but there's this webcomic called Feast for a King that I think you would like, and it has my favorite sex scene ever, because it's just so, like, focused on the plot things, and also there's the sex happening, and it's really, like, yeah, okay, this is happening. I'm explaining it poorly.
This is how I love plot relevant sex scenes.
I am on a Discord server where my forcefully assigned nickname is Ace but a whore.
Yeah, that's you.
I live up to this standard.
No, but like the story is so focused on the plot that you can forget the sex is happening. One of the people having sex is so focused on the plot that they forget the sex is happening. There's just a lot happening. And very little of it is sex.
That's so valid. That's so reasonable. That's so reasonable. I think it's a reasonable reaction.
Anyway, I guess you should read it.
Hey,
I will.
Body horror sex. What the fuck is this, cis people? Fucking yes. Hot, yes, trans people. So true.
One of my friends described the webcomic as the most wholesome fuck murder.
Oh, I gotta read it and find out what that means now. Also,
Yeah.
hello, Sakari. Welcome to
beloved.
chat. God fucking hates us, huh?
Pig mood.
Not as much as I hate it.
The scholar passes her his water. His canteen is nearly empty. There's barely a day's water left between them.
Thank you for what you did.
It's alright.
No, it's not. I'm mad at you two.
The doctor turns back, gazing up at him, a little bit of mirth in her eyes. I drew fan art of this scene once. I should find it.
Ooh.
Well, I must have really fucked up to get you, of all people, mad.
Yeah, that's what you get for trying to sacrifice yourself.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
We could have made it. I could have made it. She coughs again, blood and silver coming up in her spit.
Buddy, I'm not sure you're making it now.
She looks a mess. He can feel the poisoned glow coming from her. Her cells blaze. The radiation eats into her gut as her insides die and reform. Her morphology shifts. Permanently.
No, you couldn't. And that's why I'm mad. Because you're smart, and you're strong, and you're a fucking wonderful person. I wouldn't even be doing this without you. You don't have an excuse to be reckless. You don't get to be self-destructive anymore. It doesn't hurt just you. It hurts me too. I need you alive.
Sorry.
No, you're not sorry. I can see that look in your eye. You're thinking about standing up and jumping back in that hole. And walking all the way to the room by yourself.
God. You're right. And you're right to be mad. I'd be mad.
Don't do it.
Is it weird to say I'm proud of you for being mad? You never get angry at anything. You never let yourself get angry at anything. Even when people hurt you. Even when I hurt you.
Maybe changing. Maybe you need to change too.
Maybe you're right. Maybe. She tries to shift, to move herself to standing, but the lightheadedness hurts and her eyes sting and her stomach lurches and the world burns. She stumbles forward and vomits profusely again, the familiar purging taking hold of her. He steadies her shoulders, holds her hair back. Her arms shake. She falls into him, lying still, her head in his lap. She can't help but laugh a little. It comes out as a croak. He strokes her hair. The comfort doesn't take away the pain, but it still feels more important than anything. Maybe I owe you a lot of apologies.
Oh, you just owe yourself some self-respect. I'm sorry I'm being harsh. But I just really care about you. It hurts to see.
I knew you'd never be able to get mad at someone without apologizing for it. But you're right. I'm sorry. I hate this. I hate this body. I hate being like this. I want to become different. Better. I want to make sense.
I know. But there's a line between becoming something new and actively destroying the old. It's you who I care for, regardless of what form that takes in the future, or what form you are now. You can't become something new if there's nothing left of the old to start with.
Bold of you to assume.
I know you're right. I'm sorry. I mean it this time.
Apology. Even though you've been an idiot.
Thank you. They gaze out toward the city skyline together. The sun starts to sink lower on the horizon. The clouds slowly gather. Rain gently begins to fall, though without a storm. The scholar pulls a tarpaulin from his bag and holds it over them both. Droplets of silver-stained water patter to the ground around them. The doctor sits up a little, pulling herself out of the shower. I've wanted to die for a long time, Professor. I thought I'd die doing this. That I could at least die saying that I tried. Even if I didn't really try. Even if it was just an excuse. But the closer we get, the more it feels like I can actually live. That there actually is a place for me. Thank you for helping me see it. Thank you for holding my hand this whole way.
Always pretended to be the strong one, but you never had to be. I've told you that so often.
It was pretend, wasn't it?
I'm just glad you're listening now.
I'm just glad you put up with me. He feels her relax onto him, for once letting herself be vulnerable, for once letting him be the strong one. He holds her tight as she lets her head fall onto his shoulder. The first time I read this, I cried so much. It didn't matter that their bodies were awkward and didn't fit. He strokes her hair and she melts into him, winding her arms around his waist. For just a moment, nothing else mattered. The sinistral seeps into them both. They both realign. Enantiomers in the rain. With effort and a lot of pain, the escort and the scholar help carry the doctor to shelter. She spends the night vomiting, the skin of her face blistering as the radiation pierces her body. She barely sleeps. She can feel her insides squirming, the pain lancing through her breast as her insides tear up and reform. The healing is faster here, but it brings on the pain. She swallows the last analgesics she has in her pack, praying for reprieve. The morning comes. The sunlight is painful on her burns. She glances at the Foucault Geiger counter. She presses the little plastic buttons, estimating her total dosage. 7.3 barisieverts? Anyone know anything about Geiger counters?
You did great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fatal within a few days. Would her sinistral recovery in the zone be enough to keep her alive? She doubts it. She is dying. But then she'd already been dying anyway. Only a miracle was going to save her. But now they're so close. She can feel it like static on her fingertips, the smell of ozone in the air. The room isn't far now. The escort and the scholar get up before her, their own burns and wounds knitting over, but not fully recovered. The escort looks out the window, judging the distance. The terminology is made up. Pronounce it however you like. Excellent. I will.
Oh, Pog. It's only a mile or two to the city. Maybe two. It's only a mile to the city. Maybe two. The room is in there. I don't know where, though. The entrance moves around sometimes.
It would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd ask how, but I'm not surprised at this point.
I really like the language, like, it melds really well with, the setting. I like how it builds the setting. Nothing's straightforward, huh? I'm ready.
Imagine being
Certainly
straight
nothing
or forward.
Couldn't be me.
Same joke.
Brain!
I've been forward maybe once or twice in my life.
I'm capable of being forward.
I'm super forward. I'm so good at saying things.
That's true. You are good at saying things.
I don't think you are. You're still seriously hurt.
Then I'm ready to move slowly. I want to keep moving.
Alright, it's piggyback time.
Oh my god, that would be so cute.
Gay forward diagonal, says Haley.
Yeah, let's proceed diagonally.
Like a fucking... Which chess piece is the bishop?
Bishop? No,
Yeah, bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the gay bishops in Exciting Chess.
Oh my god. Yes.
I love exciting chess.
It all comes back to exciting chess.
It all comes back to Exciting Chess. Everyone should go follow Mousewitch so that we can make her publish the rules of Exciting Chess.
Oh my god.
I still haven't played exciting chess, and I need to so bad.
Does she actually have canonized
So we
rules
need
for
to do
exciting
that.
chess?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Yeah, and it's chess.
Exciting chess is fucked up chess in Minecraft.
That's Mousewitch on Twitch. Everyone go follow her because I want to see the official fucking rules.
I think you can shout her out since you're a mod if you
Can I?
!SO Mousewitch. Our good friend. Hello. Yeah.
Heyo. Also, we summoned her.
Hello, Mouse.
Alright, Doc, but we're going super slow this time.
They pack up what they can. The doctor changes out her bandages, leaving the old blood and silver-stained gauze behind. The walk is hard. They stop
Silver
frequently.
is such a good color.
Hang on.
What?
Mouse says there's a Minecraft version and a not Minecraft version, but the IRL rulebook is like 50 pages long.
Wait. What? Oh my god. Mousewitch
We need to unlock
IRL
this more.
exciting chess when?
I mean, I think it started IRL and then she adapted it for Minecraft.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
How many followers is the 50 PG version? 50 page version. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. The walk is hard. They stop frequently, using what little food and water they have left. There's no turning back now. The tower blocks loom above, swarmed by foliage and green and silver-tinted nature. The city is cold. The doctor...
Cold as my heart.
Yeah. Irradiated heart. The doctor shivers. She looks pale and gaunt beneath the dappled light. The Foucault Geiger counter crackles in warning. The city is covered in the dialectical fallout.
Dialectical fallout.
Nowhere is safe. Her head swims as she looks around. Rusted remains of statues, stylized mosaics, disintegrating murals of heroic realism, though there was nothing heroic nor real about them. Is this Soviet realism?
Dude.
The trees snake...
Sorry, go on.
Okay. The trees snake their way through the asphalt, reclaiming it as a part of nature.
I was just gonna say that the term dialectical fallout is making me think of, Pontypool.
Oh, yeah. I still need to watch that.
It's so good.
That's like literally
Yeah,
dialectical
I did show
fallout.
August. For chat, if anyone's unfamiliar, Pontypool is a zombie movie, but the zombie infection is linguistic. It spreads through, like, verbal understanding. Which is the coolest fucking zombie infection mechanism ever, actually. And it's a really good movie.
I have to watch it.
It's good.
It's so good.
A bust of the hierarchy's supposed savior stood in the center of what may have once been a town square. Half of the statue's head had corroded away.
L plus ratio plus you'll be lost to history.
Was that Ozymandias moment?
The
The escort unholsters their pistol. They aim directly at the face and fire 3 shots.
Oh, hang on. I mean, keep going.
The psychosilver
Let's see if I
hits,
can find the thing.
warps, distorts the face. It melts slightly, and then a lot, no longer recognizable.
Very sexy of them.
Yeah. The sound of the gunfire echoes and echoes again through the empty city. The scholar covers his ears reflexively. Down with tyrants. The escort lowers the gun. There's an unbridled, burning hate in their eyes. For everyone he'd taken away from them. For everyone he'd killed. Everyone he'd let die.
Fuck him.
I'm not gonna argue with that. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Scholar gets to say fuck again.
Good. I'm so glad you learned how to swear, Nerd King. Okay, I found what I was looking for.
Hmm?
I found the poem Shattered by Thomas Thurman,
Oh,
which is pretty short, and I'm going to subject you to it now.
go ahead.
I met a traveler from an antique land. He said, I couldn't comprehend his speech. He spoke a tongue I didn't understand. It might have meant a statue's on a beach. At least he let me see vacation snaps, and there was quite a lot of sand about. And one old statue, African perhaps, or Indian, I'm in a bit of doubt. So anyway, I saw the statue's face. Its nose was crinkled like a lord who sniffs. And then there was some writing on the base. I couldn't read it, it was hieroglyphs. It all seems kind of strange and far away, but must have had some meaning in its day.
Ha! Modern
Which is riffing on...
Ozymandias. Ozymandias? Ozymandias?
King of King!
Modern version?
Yeah.
I like that. I remember I read a book when I was, or I had an audiobook when I was too young to really understand the poem that had the poem, that Ozymandias in it, and it scared the shit out of me for some reason.
I mean, it's a scary fucking poem if you don't have, like...
Context?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. The exciting chess rule set is 50 pages long. It's an improv game, and any compatible rule dream during because it's an improv game, and any compatible rule dream during play is incorporated into the course set. So it just keeps getting longer, basically.
Wait, I have an important question, Mouse. Did anything we did during our exciting chess make it into the rule book? Or was it all already in there? Oh! What made it in?
You've changed exciting chess history.
This is fantastic news for the Moth community.
It is.
The denouncing of the church.
The church.
The escort looks down at their gun. It sits heavily, weighing them down. They throw it away. They don't need it anymore.
It's just to say fuck this one guy in particular. I appreciate.
They all walk forward. That's the whole reason for bringing the gun. Ah, have a nice day, Sakari. Thanks for stopping in. The city itself is dead. The remains of signs adorn the buildings. Houses, shops, schools, even a swimming pool and a cinema or two. All of it is lost to the zone. Its nature was slowly consuming it, remolding it, rebuilding it. Ferrous gossypium grows in tufts around the metals. Black bunches of thorns and thistles sit in cracks in the road, glimmering with silver in their leaves. This world could have a fantastic, fake, what do you call it when you do little illustrations, botanical, illustrations of plants.
Oh my god, yes.
Where once a neat row of orderly poplars stood between the highways, now they grow wild, untamed, free. The wind rustles the leaves. For once, emptiness didn't feel hollow and gnawing. It felt calm, peaceful. The doctor staggers forward. She breathes in, the delicate taste of light and silver. The counter keeps crackling, but she ignores it. For the first time in 20 years, she feels something rise in her, a stillness and comfort that has been absent since she was a child. It feels like home. Not the same home that she remembered, not one that she had ever been to before. I'd honestly love to get more illustrations and all of the alien botany. Need to commission some people. Oh my god, that would be so cool. You should do it. That would fuck extremely. I would buy that and put it on my wall, honestly. Actually, do you have any merch for this game? Because I would like to buy it. Home didn't have to be a place you grew up in. It just has to be a place where you made sense. She set her bag down in front of the city's large hotel building. The enormous concrete and metal structure looms above them, the skeleton of a dead giant. I'm going to have to rest. It hurts a lot. I think we're out of painkillers.
Yeah, take it easy. At least your burns don't look as bad. Still pretty bad, though.
I always was ugly. I guess now the outside matches too.
Hot. You are hot. Hey! Don't talk about yourself like that. I find you very attractive. We're still here. We're getting to the room. We've made it this far.
Yeah, the next part is tricky, but I reckon we've got this.
This is such a cute expression the escort has.
I love the escort.
Yeah, they reckon. We've all got this.
They reckon.
How do we know where to go from here?
We should try to cover as much ground as we can, see what we can spot. This is gonna be another terrible idea, but there's too much radiation here to stick around for long.
It feels intoxicating. I feel alive.
Yeah, that's why we should be careful with it. It's great until you overdose. And that really ain't gonna take long here. Let's split up. Duck, stay with one of us.
I think this is where the sex happens.
Oh, the doctor gets some.
Do we want to go with the escort or the scholar?
I was going to say I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving the scholar by himself, but
Let's go with the scholar.
Yeah, let's find out.
Not the sex
Oh, okay, I was wrong. Oh wait, this is another scene. This scene also made me cry. For some reason I had that wrapped up. I was pretty sure the sex happened at that point, but I was wrong.
Just sell old Soviet greatcoats as doctor cosplay.
Please.
you should stay with me. I can at least get you to look after yourself. Even if you're a stubborn asshole about it sometimes.
Ooh, he swore again. Actually at someone this time.
Yeah, I feel alive. I'm having character development.
You'll know when the sex comes. It's very, very clearly signposted. Cool.
I love the scholar growing into himself.
Can I say, I learned from the best.
Hell
You're
yeah.
the best swearer I know. High five.
High five! Attaboy.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay, meet me back here in an hour. If you're not back, I'll come look for you.
They part ways. Dark clouds gather above. The doctor follows, the scholar leading her as she tries to maintain steady footing. It's very hard. The road is uneven and broken. Roots of trees distort and burst through concrete and stone. Vessels pour silver and green through the concrete skeleton into its marrow. Life breathes again, where the hierarchy had killed it dead. She stumbles, trips, barely regains her footing. The scholar slows, taking her by the hand.
You can't throw yourself around like a rag doll.
I'm genuinely trying. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
What's the fucking point of the fucking gender exclusion zone if you don't get ragdoll physics?
So true. God, this is embarrassing. I wanted to get here so badly. And now I'm the one that's struggling. And you're the one dragging me along. There's a particularly bitter irony to this.
Worry about it. I pay my debts forward. And I'm glad I came with you.
I put you in a lot of danger.
I knew it wasn't going to be safe. I chose to come along anyway. One of us had to lead. It took me a while to find my footing, figure out my own voice. Now that I can lead, let me. You trust me, right?
I do. And for the first time, she means it. She had always trusted him to be kind, had always trusted him to mean well. But this was a different kind of trust. The sort of trust she wanted to give ever since she was a kid. The sort of trust where you can let yourself be the damsel. Let yourself be vulnerable. Even if just for a few moments. She never noticed how strong he was before. He was usually so soft, but now he holds her so tight.
Stupid Mike.
Oh
Okay,
no,
here
sorry.
we go. What is it? You're looking at me funny. Are you suddenly in love with me? In love with you too.
Maybe so. It's hard to explain. The wind gently rustles through the trees. The last few rays of the sun pierce through, shining on the mosaic art plastered on the side of bus stops and squat buildings. He glances up at the sky.
It looks like rain again. Here, let me get your hood up.
She bends down a little to let him help. She still stands almost half a foot taller than him.
Hot.
Hot. He reaches behind her head, tugging on the back of her jacket. Haley, oh my god. Haley says, it isn't hard to explain, she's just horny.
Good for her.
Valid. I support her getting some. He brushes her ear as he reaches past. His hands feel so close to her. His presence feels so warm. She blushes. Thank you. It's nice to be looked after for the first time. He smiles at her. Her heart skips 2 beats. She's an idiot. More giddy from a boy than from radiation.
That's good. You want to be more giddy from the boy than from the radiation.
That means you're not dying of radiation.
Uh-huh.
It's a key symptom of not dying from radiation. He squeezes her hand, smirks at her a little. He was getting cocky. She bites her lip. Why the hell was that so hot?
You say that as if we've not been looking after you this whole time. Come on now. I've helped you out of trouble through this more than once, too. A lot of times, actually. And I don't want to downplay the times you saved my ass. Because you totally did. And I'm thankful for it. You're just more melodramatic about it.
Moth says, if August has taught me anything, boys matter more than intense radiation poisoning.
So true. This is the through line in August's performance. Yeah. August. She looks down at her feet, slightly mortified. When did you develop such a strong backbone?
Since I discovered you were into it.
It's the power of kink. When did he learn to see through her like that? Hey, I'm really pretty sick here. It's not nice to make fun of your patient. Even if you are totally right.
Ah, is that what they teach you in med school?
You expect me to remember that?
Yes.
That was years ago. You forget I'm an old woman now.
You should remember what you learned in med school, actually.
Given that you're a practicing doctor, I mean, really? Then why are you acting like a teenager again? Is it me?
There's a sparkle in his eyes. He knows what he's doing. Me too. I'm actually blushing in real life. Asshole. Unbearably hot, incredible, caring, patient, kind asshole. She feels weak. Her breath catches in her throat. Oh. Oh no.
The italicized oh no!
Her conscious mind finally catches up to what her body is telling her. The scholar turns and takes her by the hand, leading her again. He turns on his torch, shining through the decrepit doorway of a dead building. He shines the torch on the remains of broken wood and dead flooring. Long collapsed rooms, detritus and copper and silver and stone dust. They stumble into a larger auditorium, the remains of a cinema. The screen has long since collapsed, but the seating remains present. The rain starts to pour outside. The sound of it thrumming on the roof is strangely soporific. She staggers.
Italicized oh no.
It's perfect. She staggers again, head swimming. The scholar steadies her, helps her to the chairs. He sits beside her. She slumps over onto him. She feels his arm fall around her. It feels comforting, protecting. She sighs and smiles. You know, we're way too old to be doing this. Acting like kids. We're both almost 30.
That's not that old.
So old. I don't care. If the radiation kills us tomorrow, I want to have felt this. What adolescence should have been like.
Oh, mood.
Like making out in a movie theater?
You're the one who said it first. Make out with me right now.
And they lean into one another. Their hearts beat closer, closer still. His hand is on hers, hot, sweaty and nervous, still burned. She closes her eyes. Their lips meet, clumsily at first, and then hard and hot and nervous and desperate and right. Her hands reach around him as he touches her bare skin, her hair, her thigh.
Let's go!
And for the first time, they made sense.
Love wins!
Love wins!
Wins!
They reunite beneath the hotel, unsuccessful.
I don't know, I'd call that successful.
Yeah, that's a pretty, it's a pretty good first date. First date, question mark? The sun sinks into the distant horizon behind a thick bank of gray. Wait, actually, Do you think that they've been dating this whole time, or that they have been, like, not talking about if they're dating or not, or, like, not defining their relationship for, like...
Definitely the latter.
Yeah, like they've been not defining their relationship for years.
They're like, we just have an intense something.
We die for each other, you know how it is.
They've
Yeah.
been gal palling each other.
They're just, you know, they scout out for a second time, and then a third. Nothing. As midnight passes, they return again, exhausted. The storm clouds start to swirl overhead. The doctor's burns are fading slowly, and she's barely on her feet, but she's still moving. The scholar looks nervous. He glances at his Foucault Geiger counter, noting his radiation dose slowly tick up. Friends that are more than friends, but not enough to understand it's enough. But not enough to understand it's enough to say it. Exactly. The escort paces, restless, looking over the scholar's recently sketched maps with their torch.
We've tracked everywhere across the eastern and western perimeters.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, I had to let a message through.
No, you're good. I was looking at what part of that got auto-modded?
For the record, Haley said, just add a little smidge of loyalty. Oh no, that's gay devotion.
Every story needs it.
Yeah. Hang on. It censored that's gay again when Haley clarified.
Embarrassing, I'm sorry.
Guys, you have all my gay devotion.
Yes, thank you.
Aww.
This means a lot to me.
You have my gay devotion.
You have my gay devotion as well.
What noise was that?
Great question.
3 of these buildings you've drawn on this map are the same building. I think it's just been moving.
They do that sometimes.
They do that sometimes. Or the way we see it has been moving. Did you guys ever watch, like, Flatland in middle school?
No.
Okay, that was just me then.
I mean, this is very askew, though.
Oh, it is askew.
I was in middle school and my math teacher showed me Flatland and it blew my little fucking mind.
Is it a movie?
It's originally a book, but the book has, like, weird gender politics stuff
Ooh.
going on. The movie adaptation, I don't know if it's technically a movie, but the, like, filmed adaptation is more purely math.
Ooh, that's cool.
Damn it, sorry. I'm finding it hard to keep track.
Hang on. Novi says, I did genuinely once see a sign for a lost cabin. Could have been radiation poisoning. I'm pretty sure someone just stole it, though.
How do you steal a
Hello?
cabin? What?
Can't have shit in Detroit.
Brick by, board by board.
Board by board.
Keeps shifting here. I figured a map was worth a shot, though.
We had to try.
Put the cabin on a trailer and drive off. What? How do you get the cabin onto a trailer?
They make houses and factories and drive them down the road
They do.
sometimes.
Like a
They
tiny
what?
house.
Yeah.
Tiny houses. Have you seen the tiny houses?
Yeah. Sometimes they
Yeah, but usually, like, cabins
hitch
are not
them.
built like tiny houses.
sometimes they make like regular sized houses and then they cut them in half and drive them down.
What?
There's a factory in my home state that makes these, and it's like a tourist attraction.
Catalog it.
What?
Put it on movable foundations.
Stick it on your syllabus.
I can't believe someone stole a cabin.
It's the heist of the century. We had to try. We still have to keep trying. The doctor grimaces. She looks at her counter. 8.7 barycivierts. Now that I know that you made up those words, Haley, I applaud them, and also
So you're so mad.
I'm so bad at reading them. Yeah.
No, I'm so mad.
I'm so mad. Also, I'm so mad. Her time was slowly draining, like so much silver into the earth. Is there any pattern to where the room shows up at all? Anything either of you remember?
Haley says Barry Sieverts.
Are very reluctant to document their stories. I've never seen anything that isn't just hearsay.
Hearsay?
Hearsay. You know, I'm sorry.
It just seems to show up around what you desire, you know?
Yeah, so when we're dying, maybe it'll pop out.
Or where you desire, maybe?
Where? Oh. She looks over towards the scholar, her brow furrowing in worry. Do you
What if
think...
you accidentally turn into a room?
Oh, fuck. The hospital. Oops, sorry.
The clinic. The one they took away. What was the code again? The Gulf India Charlie Project. The Gikapa.
The Gikapa.
The Gikapa.
Yeah. They put it in the basement ward. There's a hospital in this city, too, isn't there?
Yeah. It's not easy to get to, though.
I figured.
Ever be.
They move. Nothing's easy. They move forward, the escort taking the lead, followed by the doctor, then the scholar. Barry Sieverts. Barry Sieverts. The path. Barry Sieverts. The paths of the abandoned cities almost seem familiar, like echoes of the streets outside, but distorted somehow, reverberating at just a few notes above the right frequency. The rain starts to fall, heavier and harder, weighing them down. The hospital is still a few blocks away, but the radiation starts to burn. It's hard to walk. It's hard to breathe. The Foucault Geiger counter crackle, then screech.
I don't appreciate the crackling.
It's a good sound effect.
We're all dying from radiation. Woo-hoo.
But it's kind of a soothing noise. Overhead, the clouds grumble, the first rolls of thunder crashing above.
At least the radiation also makes you high.
Yeah, it's, a good way to...
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah. The pink tiles look like the sound foam in my, streaming booth. The sky grows red. For a few moments, the world feels almost still. Then the hierarchy's distant sirens sound. Another blowout is here.
Damn, how loud are those fucking sirens?
Big summer blowout!
Radiation edition.
Oh. Oh, this is real fucking bad.
I think we might be dead. I think we might be dead. Fuck.
We need to run. Now. The auroral glow burns crimson. The world fades to nothing but shades of red. They try to sprint, but it's like running through mud. The world feels thick, heavy, barely lucid. They push forward, but the radiation catches up with them. The doctor puffs, fighting back a wave of nausea, her head spinning. The escort and the scholar slow to grab her, pull her forward, but the radiation starts to hit them, too. Old wounds reopen. Blood pours forth.
We're not gonna make it, Doc. Haley says this next choice is the sex scene, and also we've got ads.
Oh, excellent.
I mean, Haley doesn't say we've got ads. I am observing that we have ads.
Excellent. We will, we'll hold on the choice then. We need to try. You need to try. Go without me.
No, you asshole. We're in this together. Frick fuck! How much further?
Frick fuck. Another block.
The escort is interrupted by a bolt of red-tinged lightning. It blasts down from the sky, flames burning around it as it strikes the building above. They duck to the side, narrowly avoiding fragments of falling concrete and fire. The rain starts to drive down like daggers into their backs. They run. They stumble. They keep running. The sirens keep screaming. Everything hurts. They round the corner, moving as fast as they can. Thunder boils up and over, the clouds burst, lightning sparks through the air as it burns with the scent of fear and ozone. They see the old hospital building and sprint, legs faltering and buckling under them as they fall inside. They bound down the dead concrete steps, crash landing onto a lower floor. The building shakes and groans, the blowout pulling at its seams. Metal bends and warps.
In here.
The trio force their way into a dark corridor, shoving the rusted door shut behind them. Silver leaks in and oozes through the concrete. It drips through and still lands on them. Above, the thunder booms again, closer and closer, mortar fire coming to wrest them from safety. All their counters show dosage readings more than 20. Fatal in less than a day. They look at one another, all pale, sickly, and broken.
There's never been 2 blowouts in a row like this before. Goes to show. I'm no fucking use. I don't know jack shit about the zone. I don't know jack shit about anything. I'm sorry. And I really mean it. I wouldn't have let us here if I knew it was gonna be like this.
Can we get any further in?
No, there's too much rubble. This is a dead end. A dead end for dead people. You can't get to the basement. Not from here.
Fuck.
The only way out is through.
I'm sorry, too. This was a fucking pipe dream. It wasn't worth killing us.
Can I also be sorry?
What for?
Just in general. It's what I do.
Mood.
Oh.
I might as well go out doing it. I thought that would sound funny. I'm sorry that didn't sound funny. Actually, it just makes me sad.
Oh. Outside, the screaming stops. The booming explosions fade for just a moment. The voice of the siren changes. Not the hierarchy sirens, loud and shrill and terrifying. No, the storm's siren call. It starts as a whisper. A carefree, joyful moment. A call filled with nostalgia for things that never happened, wonder at a life never lived, the taste of a future always in potential. It wants them. It wants them. Don't they want it too?
Like, you guys should go outside and die in my radiation.
This
And presumably to prevent this, they're going to have sex with each other.
the siren call wants you!
To join the radiation.
The scholar covers his ears, but stops, standing, listening. The escort mutters something under their breath, but coughs a barking, broken laugh, almost looking relieved. The doctor stares into nothing, transfixed. They could still win. All they had to do was step out. All they had to do was believe. Old wounds tear. New wounds open. Scars rip themselves to pieces. Cells burst. Blood pours down them all, laced with silver, coated in mutation. Morphology changes. Bodies reform. The hierarchy's chiral direction was always wrong anyway. They all knew that. Why not reverse it? Isomers changing, but remaining themselves. The same, but different.
Mouse says, I would never fall for the call of a radioactive storm. That's just silly. Now please excuse me while I get to know this lovely singing lady on a rock off the bow of my ship. Bow of my ship.
Mouse is a traditionalist.
Mouse is a traditionalist.
Only sirens at sea. Reborn. It's time to become new. Who will embrace annihilation? Oh, we get a choice.
This is the sex scene choice?
This is the sex scene choice.
choice?
Yep.
Not to think I'm shipping the escort and the doc. Not the escort and the doctor. The scholar and the doctor.
I mean, it's gotta be the doctor and the scholar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm shipping the scholar and the doctor.
It's time.
Also, Haley, I want you to know that this game made someone explain quantum physics to me. Like, not all of quantum physics, just some quantum physics.
I think that is so. I'd like to understand more.
Yeah.
The doctor stands up. Her wounds bleed. Her arms are torn through. Her face is a scarred up mess. She can't walk.
Let's kiss and die!
But she stands up. It's the fuck and die drive. She moves over to the door, gracefully, on legs that no longer function. The sirens call. The scholar stands with her. His legs bleed freely, staining his thighs. His eyes are fixed, focused.
Something else could be staining his thighs, is all I'm saying!
They walk to the door. Me think, oh my god. The escort moves to stop them, but steps back. They nod, wordlessly, and let the pair go. This
Have
is
fun dying.
important. Too important. The doctor entwines her fingers around the scholar's. She looks at him, the both of them bleeding and burning and covered in silver-tinged soot. Their skin peels back. Cells fall apart. This will kill us.
Yeah. It will. Do you want to do this with me?
I'd be honored. I'm glad you chose me. Together, they both open the door. They step outside. The gust of the hurricane catches them and blasts them back, spraying them with more silver. They stand and walk forward, hand in hand. The storm above crackles fire, explodes in a cascade of red. Like standing beneath a flare, their shadows dance and flicker as the lightning catches. The world is red. Their blood is red. They are red. They stain red. She holds him tight, gripping his hair. Warmth flushes between her legs as she bites him. Her lips are hot and aggressive and yearning.
I'm sure her legs are too.
Yeah. He wilts under her, under the hail of silver. His jeans shatter as he moans, his head falling back. She grabs his hip, hungry, starved for him, starved for his touch. She guides his hand to her breast. He feels her heart, beating beneath her ribs. He squeezes. She whimpers, her fingertips searching desperately beneath his shirt. He takes it off. She takes off hers. The silver douses them.
Let's go!
In the radiation storm! The burns singe their skin. It steams and blisters and sheds, falling away with their clothes.
The radiation storm also wants them to get on.
Yeah.
It's helping them.
Yep.
It's like, here, you don't need those.
I'll
Hang on,
undress
I got
you. Human to human, flesh to flesh. Their direction is a spiral as their hands seize, grip one another. Their blood pours between their veins, covering, until they can't tell whose insides or outsides belong to who.
This is actually a threesome with the radiation storm.
Yeah. The chiral forms twist together as twin strands of DNA. Their legs interlock. Their lips meet. Their hips touch. She feels her legs part. He feels himself move, firm, decisive, in ways he never could before. The feeling of his stubble graces her chin. She whimpers. He grips her, his hands on her thighs, her ass, her heart, in her heart.
Yes, rip out her heart.
Literally in her heart. She pushes him under her, slipping her fingers through his chest. Their hands feel inside each other, on each other's hearts, caressing each other's lungs, taking each other's breath away.
Hell yeah.
Badoonch.
This is love. Stealing and sharing and opening and symbiosis and love and warmth and death and life, and at fucking last, they felt it. They felt in ways they never used to, made sense in ways they never used to, loved in a way that everyone said they would, yet they never could, Never until now, never until the future. The space between them fades. Their bones, their muscles, their organs fall into one another. Their chromosomes falter. They burn in the silver, mutants together, defective and beautiful. He grips her hips, his hands digging into her legs. She screams. He apologizes, eases off. She responds by riding harder, gasping more, the world blurring. In an instant, their strength falls from them. They collapse on each other, panting and shivering and staring into nothing, into one another, as the storm rages. Lightning strikes the earth. The aurora burns above. An explosion of red. Blood and silver pools below. She curls up on his chest, head resting on his heart. The Foucault Geiger counters blare. He glances at his, turns it off, throws it away. He relaxes, hand on her side, on the skin dissolving between them. They die. In a few hours, the bodies that would get up from the ground wouldn't be the ones that lay down together.
Hot.
Morphology altered. Monstrous. And perfect.
August, I love you.
I love you as well.
Hey, thank you. I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
They awake in the haze of the morning glow. They stagger through the city. Silent. Covered in green. The red fades as the rising sun burns away the mist. The storm had struck the hospital. The side of the building gaped open as concrete fell away from the metal struts. Excuse me. To the side, a free path to the basement.
The radiation poisoning got you.
The room lay within reach. They answered all their questions, the solution to their journey. They look at one
Escort
another.
okay?
Sorry?
I'm waiting to see if the escort's okay.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said, is Discord okay? And I was like, oh, no.
Discord is never okay.
Yeah, that's true. They look at one another, different, altered, twisted by the zone. The escort. Oh, yeah. The escort leads.
Well, I guess this is what you guys paid me to do, right? Bring you down here. To this.
It hardly seems real. After everything.
Forward. I think I'm dead, and nothing is straightforward. This feels too good to be true.
I just experienced the ship of Theseus. Maybe it is. They all step forward.
I mean, I'm
We
not
were
sure
two
about the
people
ship
and
of
then one
Theseus.
person, and now we're two people again. Maybe?
I
Yeah, I guess-
personally think this was a catabasis.
Oh, that you're right.
I'm always right. I don't joke about catabases.
Don't fuck around with catabases. Their legs feel broken. Their clothes are saturated. The world crushes down. And yet everything feels light, free, quiet. The final moments where everything is at peace. They stand in front of it, a single door, beyond the room itself. The runoff silver water pools at their feet. It steams. This is it. The door opens. What if you could ship of Theseus your entire gender?
Hell yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly ship of Theseusing my entire gender. The choice is made. There's only space for one in the room. And they all know. They all instinctively know. The doctor steps forward as the escort and the scholars step aside.
Fucking broom closet?
Hello!
No one else allowed.
Hi, Faye Magpie. Welcome to chat. We're about to enter the room.
Mouse says every once in a while you have to multiply it by 1.
Yeah.
Mouse is right.
Habitually multiply my gender by 1 on Sundays.
I'm the same, but a process has occurred.
Exactly. Gotta make your weekly to-do list. Multiply your gender by 1. Contemplate the week.
Doctor ending.
She turns to look at them both, gripping the iron door frame, hesitating on the threshold. I don't want to do this alone.
You're strong, Doc. Regardless of how I feel about this place, If you feel this is what you gotta do, well then you gotta do it. No one should take that away from you. No one.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize. That's my job. This is the right decision for you. And I support you. Fully and completely.
This will change everything. For all of us. I hope what I want is the right thing. She steps forward through the threshold. On the other side, she walks across a metal gantry. Rusted metal lies under her feet. The grating shakes as she walks, so decayed as to barely hold her weight. The door behind her creaks closed. She is alone. She never wanted to do this alone. She had always been a coward at heart. That's why she'd waited so long, right? So long to actually gain the courage and dive in. She flicks on her torch. Ahead, the metal gantry extends further than she can see. The dust in the air seems to swallow the light almost entirely. She can barely see more than a few feet ahead. Then, in the distance, a shimmering light dances. Faint at first, but gradually brighter and brighter. The metal groans beneath her as she walks, cautiously, spreading her weight as evenly as she can. I want it. Please. I want Ascension. I want to leave this. I want to go home. I want home where home made sense. I want home to make sense again. But the room ignores her words. She feels it probing, needling, pushing inside her skull, latching onto desires she didn't want to say out loud. It feels her. It knows her. She approaches the end of the gantry and finally can see another door, this time ajar, shimmering blue-white light behind it. She reaches it, finally, and at last pushes the door open. Beneath her, she sees the sparkling, shimmering reflection. The metal poles ahead that would have formed a guardrail are torn through, buckled and rusted. It leaves a gaping hole open to the pool beneath. The lake of brilliant, terrible psycho-silver, melted through the floors, accumulating in the vat beneath. It beckons. She stares at it. The mutagenic metal reflects it all. She gazes into its surface and sees her own face. Mirrored. Distorted. She is still a coward. Her breath catches in her throat. Is this time going to be different? Is this what she really wants? At last, after everything, she takes a deep breath. She chokes on the silver vapor. She plucks up the courage. She steps forward. It coats her foot first, then soaks through her boots and onto her skin. Then it reaches her leg, her thigh. She wades in, heart pounding. It burns, it scalds, it aches, it clenches. It pulls her down bit by bit till she's down to her chest. She stares up at the ceiling, the dancing, illuminated reflections of silver ripple above. Her arms go under. Her neck goes under. It scalds and eats through her skin. She takes one last breath as the silver covers her hair, her ears, and her face. The world goes dark. Metal pours into her ears and down her throat and coats her eyes and tongue and legs. She dissolves, her skin and muscle and fascia and tendon and bone and heart and lungs and voice and soul falling away and dispersing, and everything fades. The world ends. The struggle is over. The doctor awakes, cold sweat on her brow.
The world ends.
You wake up the next morning. 4:42 in the morning.
Big fan of that lamp.
It's a good lamp. She closes her eyes again. She forces herself to stay asleep. She cracks an eye open, her restlessness not leaving her. It's 5:03. Oh, fuck. She gets out of bed, careful not to wake her partner. She hears a groan and winces. She really hates accidentally waking others up when she's like this. She leans down and whispers gently. Stay in bed, honey. I'll be back in a sec. She goes to the bathroom and switches the light on. She glances at her naked body, and strangely doesn't feel the weight of disgust. The idea of that seems so distant now. She finally feels like she makes sense. Like her body makes sense.
Psycho silver pool of trans your gender.
Yes! A hand in a matching glove. She looks outside. The distant city begins to grumble to life once again. A new day. A new set of problems. But somehow it seems better than it did before. Like it had a little less hatred, even if it wasn't a lot. The doctor smiles. She can live with that. That's Ascension!
Good game, good game, good game.
No,
Good
it's
game,
not.
good
It's a third
game.
of Ascension.
It's
I
a
don't know
third
what
of
you're talking
Ascension.
about.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna.
A little less than a third, right? Because there's a true ending.
Oh, you're right. Though we've probably read through a third of the
Because
scenes up before the ending.
We're gonna be scooping.
We're gonna be scooping. Gonna get the scenes we haven't
Go
got.
opposite seasons.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go in for the third ending, and then we're gonna balance it. And it'll be great.
Yeah.
So good at this.
We are so good at this. We're professionals.
We're professionals.
Ah!
Yeah,
Yeah, translag. Yeah. This ending Ascension. Peace. The Psycho Silver Pool is a euphoria tool.
What does that mean?
I would also like to know. Achievement unlocked. Death.
Love to unlock achievements.
Hell yeah.
Love to die in a video game.
Love to die in a video game. Love to be reformed in a video game.
Love to experience death of the self.
And wake to a slightly brighter world.
Anyway, I'm right, it's a fucking catabasis.
It is a catabasis. It's a
Love me a catabasis.
journey through the underworlds. Me and my two best friends going to the underworld together. Okay, I think we'll call it there. Call it there for this week. But thank you so much for doing Ascension with me. I love.
Thank you so much for showing us this game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Wait, what did you guys think? What for brief thoughts or long thoughts? We can
Like I said, I love me a catabasis.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh,
I'm glad we go. I'm glad we got
to be destroyed and then remade, but this time you have a choice about it.
yeah. Honestly,
Haley says we played just under half of the scenes. I was
excellent.
gonna say, I like that we got the doctor's ending first. That feels right.
Yeah. That's also the only ending that I have seen. So we'll be going into new territory. Thank you for the hydrations, Mouse. Thank you for waterboarding us. All right. Celebratory waterboarding. Hydrating. Everyone drink some water. We just said so many words.
Just said lots of words.
So many. Yeah. Hello, Hype Waltz Love. Welcome to chat. We're just closing off for today. The ending is determined based on who you picked. Yeah. And is it? It's like who you have the most scenes with. So next time we'll just pick all the scenes with the scholar, all the scenes with the escort when we can.
No, well, we could do the opposite of what we picked the first time. And
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Do you trust that you'll remember what we chose for everything?
I feel like yes, mostly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we'll fast forward. This is what I did for We Know the Devil.
Then
then go through and try to get the good ending.
We
Sounds
should play
good.
You Know the Devil.
Oh, we should play yeah. Next.
Maybe.
Sometime. Alright. I'm gonna see if, oops, where's my ending screen? Give me my ending screen. And thank you so much, Haley, for hanging out and talking to us about this game. I enjoy your writing, your work so much. I'm also really interested in the hints about the doctor and the scholar's work at the hospital that just got hinted at in that route.
Yeah, there was a name of a thing that I tried to make an acronym that didn't work as an acronym.
Yeah. No, I think it was a good acronym. Okay, there's nobody alive who I know.
A lot of backstory. Eyes emoji?
You have more. Wait, is there more
Double eyes
content?
emoji. We need, when we finish it, do we unlock the secret content?
Do we unlock the
Send
backstory?
send us the note.
You just info dump at us.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I would.
Yeah. This game is so good. This game is so good. I wanna play the whole thing, and then right after playing the whole game, I wanna play We Know the Devil just because it's like this game, and then play
Secret lore?
Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on, Haley said that I've not written it, but I can talk about it here. Secret lore?
Wait, Haley, do you want to come on to our stream at some point? Would you like to come on to our
Yeah,
stream
please.
and talk about it after we finish playing the game? No pressure, though. You could answer that off stream later in my DMs.
Yeah, you don't have to. It'd just be
yeah.
really cool.
Also in chat would be really cool as well. I have got to end stream because I'm very hungry. Oh yeah! Oh my god! I'm excited. Okay. Cool. I will
Bye,
do.
everyone.
Have a good night.
I
Thank you.
love the sex scene.
Love it.